Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm Terry at Holding Your Space, and this is BC Barton, everybody, and Reverend Saul. So we're back.
Hi.
Hi, Jeff at Dro Ass Backwards. Lottie B's here and Rossi Sten. Welcome, welcome, everybody. So today's an exciting day because you guys haven't been on for a while.
Right.
So, especially together. So, this is always a special day, special energy that comes with both of you. And we were kind of talking about that backstage about the BC is going to talk about the feminine energy, and Reverend Saul is going to come at it more from the masculine energy, but in essence, it's going to be the blend, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And being able to contain both energies as the future foretells, or we think. Hi, Martha Bean. Welcome, welcome. So this is exciting. So who wants to start?
Well, I think I just lost my place on the computer.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
Uh,
That's all right. We've got lots of stuff we can talk about. It seems like there's been a big energy shift that's coming in. Reverend Saul and BC, and everybody's been talking about all this energy coming in. Some days we feel like we're King Kong walking with lots of gravity, and other days you're just flying out. Um, but I know that Reverend Saul's got some great ways to be able to ground. And BC, what do you think too about that and how we would ground and
Well,
connect?
yes, coming from the feminine point of view, I would remember who I am, who each of us is, and breathe and come present. And if you like, I would follow up with a meditation to do that so that you can each in your own way do that.
I think that'd be beautiful. That'd be beautiful. Hi, Esther. Hi, Lori. Welcome. Yeah, I think that'd be great. That'd be great, either one. So, did you find it, George?
yes, I have.
Oh, yay. Okay.
From the masculine point of view, um, probably to the Buddha, there's no really discernment between masculine and feminine as much as being human. And the message from him would be both being within and practicing the practice of meditation and being one with the Supreme Being. So, this particular mantra is literally the vibrational essence of the Buddha. So, imagine if you were listening to the Buddha speak, how his vibes would feel to you is expressed in this mantra. And it goes Om Tijati Muni Muni Maha Muniyi Soha. And we add our frequency power number to that, which is times 9 to the 45th power. Again, Om Tijati Muni Muni Maha Muni Soha.
That feels really good.
Third time's the charm.
Okay.
That's times 9 to the 45th power. Here's the full power. Om Tijati Muni Muni Maha Muniyi Soha times 9 to the 45th power.
Feels great.
That's his vibe. I mean, he's here. It's here. Um, you have to think of Buddhism not as a religion, but as a practice. And the practice itself is like a supernatural, supernatural vibration or frequency that connects you directly with the essence of another person. In this case, you literally connected to the essence of the Buddha in the atmosphere, which is a masculine but not a masculine energy. It's an energy. But the Buddha would say it's a no thing energy. It comes from nothing and go back to nothing.
So, because Shiva is masculine and feminine.
Yes, but you're into the trinity of the Hindu faith, and Shiva and Durga in relationship to that faith. Of course, Shiva is the masculine aspect, and Durga is feminine consort. But that's the foundation of Buddhism is Hinduism. But the separation comes from the teachings of the Buddha, the compassionate teachings.
Did the separations have something to do with Tara?
Tara,
Yeah.
Tara is a bodhisattva. She has 21 or 23 different aspects to herself. She's duplicated that many times, but in different vibrational frequencies, or literally in different light frequencies. And so if you're going to do Tara mantras, Om Tutari Tam Savaha, that will work for any frequency. So if you want to go to the feminine Tara for money, it's still Om Tutari Tam Savaha, focusing on the yellow Tara, for example. But usually the feminine aspects of any faith or practice also covers prosperity. Like Monday and Friday in the Hindu faith, it's Lakshmi, feminine, and Vishnu, masculine. Both of them are an aspect of the Hindu Trinity, which is responsible for not only prosperity, harmony, all the secrets of spirituality, but also the essence of the human condition and where you can go to be relieved of suffering and preserved to live out your life in this dimension to the fullest divine degree. And that's where Lakshmi and Shiva come in as a combination, masculine and feminine.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Love that. So, were you going to give us another mantra this morning? And, or I guess it's this afternoon. Oh, it's 1:11 here too. So perfect timing. And we've got 11 in the crowd right now. So that's a magical number.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anybody that's interested, George or Reverend Saul has his book available. You can email him the Jati book for $18.99, and at this his email address here, steep2468@gmail.com.
Yeah, actually, I will send you an email back for what email to use to get the book in PayPal. So soon, as of the day before yesterday, as a matter of fact, I brought on a person that helped me set up a website, and she's helping me set up the website, particularly for the book. But you can get it through PayPal. So just email me at that email address, and I'll send you back the email for the PayPal address to get the book.
Okay. Excellent.
You ready for number 2?
Yes, sir.
This is another this is a feminine counterpart to Tara, and his name is Manjushri. He's also a bodhisattva or an angel, so to speak, of the Tibetan faith. And this is a mantra for discernment. And if there is a judgment to be made, it's not considered as a judgment, but the true essence of wisdom can be absorbed through chanting this mantra. So if you've got decisions, decisions to make, life decisions, serious life decisions to make, this is the mantra to use. And it's on page 25 of the book, and it's Manjushri's mantra, and it goes Om A Ra Pa Sa Na Di. They're all sound codes, but they bring out and activate the discernment aspects of the human mind through those sound codes. So again, that's the 58th mantra on page 25 of the book. I'll do it to you again. It's not a grammatical thing where you can define it as this, but it is the power of these sound codes. Om, Ah, Ra, Pa, Sa, De Na Di, Sa, De Na Di. And you would put whatever frequency number times 9 to the 90th power at the end to get the vibrational frequency that you were seeking. Any questions? You guys are leaving me hanging here.
Yeah. Let me go to comments. Sorry. Hello, Julie Johnson. Yeah, if anybody has any questions today, please let us know, or any comments. Cosmic Blue Avian. Gender is a creation for form, and necessity is a concept to help certain individuals to experience different aspects of energetic oneness. There is no separation, just lovely illusion. Beautiful.
Very good. That works.
That's beautiful, Cosmic Blue. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful.
The wise one is the greatest spirit. That is the super wise one. It still amazes me how the Creator developed all of this. So, and we have that same creative power within each of us, masculine and feminine.
So I've been hearing a lot about activation codes lately.
Mm-hmm.
This is a time of activation.
Yes.
For many of us.
Yes.
And the choice is there to step forward or to stay.
Yes. And the main thing is to remember, the activation codes can be easily expressed in numbers. It has to be in increments of 3. And that's because it's a balance between masculine and feminine, with the Supreme Being as the creator in the center of the two. So 1 and 1 is 2 plus 0 is 3. That's the no thing having an essence of something that's there, that is supernatural, that's all powerful. So when it comes to 3, you have to think of beginning, middle, and end. Life, death, preservation, goodness, passion, and ignorance. A movie has a beginning, middle, and an end. A mantra has a beginning, middle, and end. Everything is done in code 3. That's how the creation process begins numerically. So, of course, numbers do have a definite, dramatic, unseen, sometimes seen power.
Yeah, I love that. This is a great question, Sonia. Thank you. What do you feel about crystals, in particular fluorite citrine, and clear quartz.
If you got one, close by, everyone, pick it up. Look for the perfect triangle on one of the facets. When you find that perfect triangle, put the center of your thumb on it. And you're beginning the process of activating your crystals, merging yourself with the vibrational and storage factors of the crystal, because they are as divine as you are. You will feel that you have a connection when you place your thumb on that facet. Try it with one thumb, then switch thumbs, try it with two thumbs, and then with the opposite thumb, try it with one. You'll notice that there's a frequency change in the hearing, and that you hear in your ears change in pitch depending upon which thumb is on that facet. That facet is divine, basically. It connects us with, oh gosh, those of you that are into artwork, the golden section, that's the golden facet when you see that triangle on a crystal. And it allows a direct connect with the vibrational frequencies and powers of that crystal, just through the thumb touching the facet. How does that feel?
That feels amazing.
Now try both thumbs on that one facet, regardless of size. And if you listen closely, you'll notice frequency differences between the left and the right ear.
Yeah.
This is a natural universal occurrence for male and female. It enhances the masculine aspects of the male and female, enhances the feminine aspects of the female and male.
Wow. So if you put a thumb on your what's not clear, some parts of it are clear, crystal, and then on your citrine, that's kind of fun.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you probably have a green and that yellow ray, which works very, very well together in terms of complementary colors. Knowledge for the yellow ray, and healing for the green ray.
Yeah.
Holy green, we call it holy green.
Holy green. I think that's BC too, right? BC?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody that hasn't already seen BC or listened to her, she's an amazing healer. And I had a healing this week with BC, and it was profound. So Sonia is also asking about purple fluorite.
The essence for me is with purple. The fluorite is the activating factor. That's where the power is accumulated. The color is reflective of transmutation, changing things in divine order, changing the negative to the positive or to the neutral. Or if you so choose, if you work on the opposite side, it works the opposite way as well. And if you choose, it will enhance the negative, which I would hope you would not want to do.
Yeah. No. This is great. Cosmic Blue Avian. I draw activation codes. 3 is the foundation. 6 is equilibrium, and balance. 9 is completion and resolution to me.
True.
Nice.
Wow.
Beautiful. Blue Avian. Love it. We have an amazing group here today, so love it.
Yes, you're right on target with the Fibonacci series. Oh, you just wrote about it. Cool. Golden section is also the same as a Fibonacci. Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
It's in everything. It's wonderful. We notice when we do it with with our finger. That's that spiral that's in the center of a cyclone. And this is the small end of it, the inside end of it. Let's do it this way. If you try that, you can feel the power running through your finger.
You really can, can't you? And
It's a natural formation in the atmosphere, and we're matching that shape with an invisible shape of our finger. That's the divine spiral, which is from left to right in this hemisphere and right to left in the southern hemisphere. But you can change, the human being can do it, change it because you have one southern hemisphere and one northern hemisphere, or vice versa. You can feel the difference in the polarities of the planet. Literally, that's just how good we are.
yeah, and I see that when we're doing healings too, is especially if you're going in and doing inner child work, is the
Yes,
reverse on the concentric circles, and then um, going clockwise.
yes.
Um, love that. Love that. Um, let's see. And then Blue Avian, Cosmic Blue Avian says again, reminds me of the design of the pyramid and the shape of the two pyramids on top of each other, creating a octahedron.
Octahedron, yes,
Thank you. The hand technique Reverend Saul described. Yeah.
yeah. There's
Nice.
simple truths that they're right here in front of us, and the power is right here in front of us. And with these things we call hands, they're absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. They are amazing, aren't they?
Yeah, everybody needs to love themselves because the Great Spirit did a great job on your body and you, for sure. I mean, we have this magnificent power that we use daily, but we don't give ourselves give ourselves credit for being able to wield this power divinely and wisely and with virtue and scruples. Scruples is my mom's word, so I got to stick that in.
Scruples is always a good word.
Yes.
Aw. Oh, Carol, happy birthday, beautiful.
Yes.
She's asking if she can get a birthday read and if you have an idea who her galactic family is, BC or George.
Hmm. Well, I'm. First thing that comes to mind is you have a Native American background, probably. It's either Sioux or Cherokee, and you dabble in the arts of healing or shamanism. Continue on that road. The key is altruism, compassion, loving thy neighbor as one would love thyself, regardless of whether they're barking in your face or throwing you kisses. That's all I'm kind of hearing from the higher self. I don't know if that rings a bell.
BC, any ideas?
Well, the first, happy birthday, by the way, Carol. The first thing I get is Arcturian. And I think maybe because uh, in my lineage, in my understanding, Arcturians were the ones who came here and established the colony called Atlantis. And they first beamed down, they practiced within the solar system on Venus, the beings of light who agreed to come on and take on physical form, dual polarity planet Earth. And first they beamed down at first. And then as connection with the human and with the pulling back and forth of the dual polarity, gradually the two that's when it happened, I believe, in my memory, is that they separated into mind and heart, male and female. And there was some involvement with Lemuria, that settlement as well at that time. And because of the separation, mind and heart, they eventually brought about the destruction of that particular experiment in civilization on the planet. But before, I'm feeling a strong connection with Melchizedek also, Carol, and he was a very big part of the plan for colonizing the planet with beings of light who became human. I feel a strong connection, and that is the green also. So strongly, I'm feeling the Arcturians, and there's a strong connection with Jesus the Christ with Arcturian energy as well. So happy birthday to you.
And remember,
The light that you are.
age is only a number. You're ageless.
That's true. I know that for sure. I'm feistier than I was at 26. My body just is biodegradable, perhaps.
And you have a big birthday coming up, don't you?
I do. December, I'm going to be 80.
Amazing.
I'm starting to write about what is it like, keeping a journal, approaching being 80, feeling like I don't even feel an age really, just happiness at being alive and being on the planet. Part of it, I think part of staying young is about just seeing all the incredible opening and awakenings going on all over the planet, even if it looks like horrible, a lot of it right now. The more of us who remember the light and can see through the eyes of our own high self, whether you call that Buddha consciousness, Christ consciousness, or whatever consciousness you call it, the more of us who can see and hold it as a healing situation with the opportunity for the light to shine. All of this stuff has been happening before. We're just now being able to see it and shine the light on it so that it's not scary and dark anymore. Really, there will be a time when it is more economical to have peace than to have war. And so we are definitely heading towards peace because there won't be money in war anymore. So I think I digressed a little bit there, Terry.
No, but I like that. I like that. Yeah, I think you're right. That's coming to community, if nothing else, just so that we can save ourselves,
Yes.
right?
And stay the light. Don't let fear and upsetment and pressure take away our power. Stay the light. As long as you're the light, you're opening everything around you to the possibility for healing.
Yeah. Yeah. A very wise person in this chat room, or one of our chat rooms that we have, was talking to me about giving, she gave her ego a name. And ego's been coming in again and again, that little, self-doubt, not being clear of thought, all of a sudden getting a cloud that rolls in. And then you think, oh, no. But now I love that idea of giving it a name so that when she comes in, her name's Petunia. And because I was out walking. So now when Petunia comes in, I'm like, hey, Petunia, what's up? Get out of here.
That's funny. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sonia says, picked up these crystals because I always loved color, and my neighbor was like were like grandparents to me. taught me how to make a rock garden, but these will not be outside. Beautiful, Sonia. That's gorgeous, and it looks like you're holding the light in
Yes.
your photo too. That's beautiful. Um, Blue Avian says Palladian Hadar, Hadar or Hodar. I can never remember. Orion before the corruption, Carol. That's what I see for your galactic family. Your need for peace and pacifism. Pacifism. I can't talk with words today. I can barely talk with words on the best of days. Yeah. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. And um, Viviani wants to know if she can have a reading too.
Sure. From both of us?
Sure, you're both here. Yeah, that'd be great if that's okay with you guys.
It's perfect with me. All right, so just connect with me, Viviani. I'm seeing Violet. I'm seeing, okay, the ETs are here. There you go. Stay connected. I see you as feeling humble, whether or not you recognize humility is it's a wonderful asset, a wonderful principle to carry in you. Challenge is not to think yourself as less than. Humility for you is about recognizing that you are an instrument of Source and that Source does amazing things through you. Challenge is to recognize that as an instrument for Source, your job is just as important as what Source does through you. And process for you is awakening to remember the Christ Buddha presence you are inside of you. I see you as glowing. It feels like still some old family system lineage issues coming up to release. And just take a deep breath. Doesn't matter if I got the words right. Take a deep breath and just let go. Yeah. I see you. It looks like you're reading or writing, and Saint Germain is here and says, even though you don't like to write, perhaps just write your thoughts to yourself like a love letter, maybe. And that is all. Did you have any questions?
That's beautiful.
I got, I probably ought to add, she had asked for healing, and she's part of our prayer star list. So now that I have you here in person, let's see if you can experience some long distance healing. So hold on. Think about how you feel now. What I'm saying is, living in the kingdom of God is at hand, literally at hand. Be thou made whole, free of all germs, dangerous viruses, dangerous diseases. In the name of Govinda, Gopala, Premananda, Amrita, Soma, Ooda, Shakti Chi, Shakti Chi, Shakti Chi, Vajra, Katam, times 9 to the 909th power. Amen.
Whoa. That's beautiful. Um, okay, we've got a lot more questions here popping up. Um, Jeff has an interesting question. Tarot asked backwards. Let's see. Okay. I was told in an Akashic reading I was reptilian. Can you back that up, or do you feel that at all?
Well, yes. Only you were one of the white reptilians versus one of the green guys, which is a higher order of reptilians. But it seems that you were probably killed in battle, is what I'm seeing. But you're back.
And yes, but not but. I would like to say that I see the light of whatever you call Most High God or Source, that spark of God in man. I see that in you so very strongly. And I have had reptilian teachers and guides at certain times in my life. So think of yourself as here to bring help and hope and love and healing for perhaps what has been done in the name of claiming power by other beings, not just reptilian. You're here to hold the light and the peace, and you are so precious. And that is all.
It's beautiful. I get a feeling of some Lyran coming in there too, because just that vibe of being really fluid, Jeff, if that makes sense. Let's see. Then we have another one. Lottie B says, I'm curious about any past galactic lives too. Hadn't realized it was a possibility until recently. Quite new to all this. It's fascinating.
The key, Lottie, right? Lottie?
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're trying to find our roots from the past, that should not be, even for myself, I wonder about those things, should not be a fixed or focus. The thing that we need to focus on is right now, the present, being in the present and broadcasting peace and love in the present, and being ever conscious that these forces of peace and love need to be thought about. Hence, they're going to be radiated into the mass conscious atmosphere, which is so greatly needed in the now. And I do that for myself as well, that we bring ourselves back from this wide expanse of thought into pinpointing in the present, right now.
BC.
Yes. Lottie, there are many, many of us now here, present in physical form, and just now remembering that we are connected with other civilizations from other dimensions, other galaxies, and we are guided and directed and supported by beings that we agreed to come into form, and they're going to help and support. It's like any more on this planet, in order to bring about influence and and bring healing energy onto the planet, you have to do it from human. You can't do it as someone who looks different or isn't in human form. There may be exceptions to that, but it's one of the reasons why there are so many of us who are not originally from human species who are here in human form right now. And you are guided and directed and so very loved. And you might even feel above you at times, or even feel like there's somebody who knows you and sees you and absolutely supports you, and they're not in physical form. And there are beings with you who are actually on what could be called a ship or in another dimension. You agreed to be the one to take on form, and you are loved and protected. And that is all.
That's so beautiful, PC. I love that. Let me see. Oh, that's lovely. Lottie says, wow. Let me see. Blue Avian had something really lovely to ask. Um, just curious, am I getting an upgrade or do I need to let something go? My abdomen is going wild for 2 days straight. Love and light. Thank you for your love and service.
Well, sometimes upgrade and letting go work together. Sometimes letting go has to happen for the upgrade to be able to come in. And I'm not really abdomen going wild. Yeah. I don't really know about that, but it seems like you do need to let something go. And when I say that, it comes to mind what that is. I don't need to tell you that. And know that you can let go and have it be gone, except for maybe a habit of thinking that it's still there. And definitely you're getting an upgrade. Yay. That's all.
When things happen on a spiritual level, similar but on a lesser degree on the material level than on the higher level, but there's still same subject matter. For example, there are dark forces that do not choose to be in that dark frame of consciousness, so they will function like a person that has issues that wants to die but afraid to kill themselves, so they set up a situation where it's suicide by cop. Well, the same thing can happen spiritually, where they will approach you because they know that you will transmute their negative energies and succumb to your positive energies to get out of that cycle of being in the dark forces or part of the dark force cartel, so to speak. So oftentimes darkness will face you, not so much to hurt you, but to be transmuted into divineness by you. The blessings that you can give it through forgiveness, forgiving enemies, forgiving those that may not be your enemies that you've had miscommunication with. So we can't look at all darkness as being bad, because sometimes they're coming to you to be good, to change that negative seed that's within them. FYI.
Yeah. I hope that Cosmic Blue Avian is saying I thought so. So love that. Um, Jeff, Reverend Saul, you need to start a YouTube channel, right? I've been talking to BC and Reverend Saul about that. They both need to
Yeah.
have a YouTube channel. They are so good. They have so much to say. Um, this letting go of a concept of dependency, of a belief right now. Forgiveness, true. My family is a major part of it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forgiveness is, I think it's everything.
Yeah. It
So,
really is.
yeah.
Yeah. forgiving ourselves, right? Being gentle with ourselves.
Yes, because if you think about it, the person you're looking at is you looking back at you. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who it is. I remember a long time ago on my path, I had to forgive Hitler because he kept coming up in my face in meditation until he came crawling to me as a little child and looked in my eyes, pulled himself up and looked in my eyes as that beautiful blue-eyed baby boy. And then I could forgive.
I love that.
Everything. Yeah.
This morning, Saturdays I don't have an online meditation first thing in the morning, so I played hooky this morning and turned on Everybody Loves Raymond. I just think they're the silliest ones. They're so funny. And one of the little twins had taken and made a little Adolf mustache with a marker that wouldn't come off, but they had to go out and about. And when you talked about that, I just thought, when you can find humor in things or wonder in things, it changes everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Not that, my family was in the Holocaust, so Hitler's still Hitler, but looking at things in a different way, a different perspective, awareness.
Yes.
Oh, this is beautiful, Sharon. How can we help the children and youth stay spiritually strong and know they have universal power and protection to make the earth a better place for them now?
Well, I'll go first. I think that more and more children are getting the love and support that many of us didn't get when we were growing up. I think that many of us imparted to our children the fact that they are beautiful and pure and innocent and sinless, and that nothing that happens in this world is going to change that at all. It's a human part that thinks that they're bad and wrong. And I think if you work with children, I know I have quite a few teachers in my family and in my life, and every one of them I know from their own past experiences is teaching about you can do anything. And for my children, they knew about their teachers and angels. If you have children, talking about dreams and about their teachers and angels and having them tune in and talk about it as grown-ups, even as grandparents. I'm a great-grandmother, and I'm still doing that with my great-grandchildren. And I think that instead of thinking about what a horrible place there is to bring children in, we can actually recognize these children who are coming in are strong. I mean, they know stuff that we haven't even learned yet about being the spiritual being that they are. And what they really need is to just keep being reminded that nobody and nothing is stronger than the power and presence of God within them. And I have a special place in my heart for children and youth too, as well, Sharon. And I just see them as changing the world.
I think one of the keys to working with youth is to be transparent and not feed them the bull that we were fed as we were growing up, and not put them into the programming of the bell, where the bell programs what you do, go to school, go recess, go to class, so on and so on. There's much more than that, but no one ever taught me that there's more other than connecting with the Christ consciousness through children's study books. So I think it's imperative that we stay open to them and be transparent when it comes to the spiritual needs that we would immediately recognize if we encounter children from that point of view, that they need to have good wise programming, spiritually programmed thoughts and mores, so to speak.
I love that. Yeah, I feel like the kids need to have more options, don't they?
Yeah,
Besides the karmic wheel, the karmic cycle that we've all been on.
yeah. Well, it's how do you start the conversation,
Yeah.
and not impose your your thoughts totally upon them, but provide them with wise alternatives to whatever they may be needing or looking for, so to speak. That's why when we do a lot of healings, we'll ask, in their recurrent healing, we'll ask the individual to go over supernatural things that may have happened during the past since you last met with BC, to get that consciousness active when you have a healer like BC, or you, for a matter of fact, that needs the teachings. The key is the right teachings at the right time. So we have to be in that mode of discernment to say the right things and not project judgmental things to these kids. They're smart anyway. You don't have to beat them over the head with it. You just provide them with the tools, and they will learn how to drive that screwdriver.
Well,
Yeah.
George and I have been working with some people together, and it's been really interesting. And when we were talking earlier about masculine and feminine, it's not about separation. It's about he comes from a place that he is, I don't know, he is George. He's in masculine form, and that's his primary um, power. And I come from the feminine. And it's been amazing how well we work together and how we're learning that we're not saying different things. We're saying complementary things or maybe even the same things from a different point of view.
Yeah. It is really wonderful. Different energies, but the same.
Yes.
Yeah. And we're all the same, right? Lori had something great to say. My two great granddaughters are the most interesting little people that I have ever known. They're changing the earth just being here.
Yes. 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 Yes.
They are, aren't they? They're not going to put up with all the nonsense that we put up with. They're like, nope.
They're also into the future. That's why they probably chose to come back during these times. By the time they get to be in their 60s and 70s, they will have achieved everything that probably took us in the 70s and 80s to get to, if not sooner. As fast as we are advancing spiritually and physically and mentally.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done a lot in less than 100 years. You got to hand it to the human species and to the Creator.
Yeah. Technology, everything. And then also just, you know, energy and walking away from, well, a lot of us are walking away from organized religion, and it's fine if you still have comfort in it and that's what you like. But I guess dogma, walking away
Mm-hmm.
from dogma is what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I wanted to say also regarding great granddaughters. My great granddaughter, when she was 4, she came out of her bedroom and said, "Mama, there's a ghost in my bedroom." And her mama said, "No, baby, ghosts are not real." And she said, "Mama, ghosts are all around us," and turned around and walked away. No fear, just they're amazing, these little beings.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Um, yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? Um, how much they know and they're just pure, and then we mess them up.
Hopefully not.
I just let them talk. Go ahead. Tell me everything you know.
I love that.
Try that one on you. Hear everything.
And they will.
Yep, they sure will. They sure will. Yeah, I feel like they really are. They're our future, and I feel like I see entities bowing down to them. These beautiful children that come in. Okay, Sonia would like a message from her angels.
What color?
She was asking about purple earlier.
Oh.
She has a purple heart.
I'm a child of the purple fires on the purity God desires. Is a great affirmation. Or for human PTSD, and we deal with a lot of it, we just don't admit it, on greater and greater scales. Om Tijati 33 trillion angels of bliss shining bright day and night, blazing deep, deep, deep purple light, times 9 to the 909 power, times 9 to the 909 power, times 9 to the 909 power. And it will resolve in 3 repetitions, and sometimes even less, any type of thought forms that would cause you post-traumatic stress syndrome on a lesser degree than being a warrior or having been a warrior.
Wow.
Just call on your 33 trillion angels of light, purple light shining bright day and night, blazing deep, deep, deep purple light. And it sticks and it neutralizes. But there are the other colors. You can do the same thing with yellow or deep blue for willpower with Archangel Michael, Hilarion for green. There's a lot of ways to get to that divine power. Light is a primary source.
Great.
Archangel Michael says that you are an empath and that before you go to sleep at night, he would like you to just relax and visualize that your connections with people, it's like you have spiritual connections with beings from all over. And some of them, most, all actually, are gold light, gold, pure spirit, connection, high self to high self, pure spirit. Some of them on the line have like buildup of plaque or heaviness or corrosion that can be called dysfunction, and connections like that can be drawing energy from you, whether you're asleep or whether you're awake, because you're an empath and you're so compassionate and want to help others. So he says before you go to sleep at night, he wants you can do it right now. Feel you've got this sword of light in your hand, and it is this incredible blue silver. It's almost like a sparkler, and he calls it the sword of truth. And still visualizing that you have these connections all around you, 360 degrees. You're going to use the sword of light to cut through the dysfunction. And it kind of looks like this, and you can do it on your own. It kind of looks like this. Breathe and feel that. There you go. Feel connections falling away. Breathe. You're not severing the divine connection. You're severing the dysfunction. So if you'll do that before you go to sleep at night and actually feel his presence. He can do it for you, but it works better if you do it yourself. It's yours, sort of truth. And he says, after that, feel the presence of your other angels and teachers in the room with you and ask to be taken to the highest level of dream experience. You will begin having dreams that are pure without symbols that you have to interpret because they could be almost nightmarish. Ask to be taken to the highest level of dream experience. And you'll remember your dreams and you'll get the information that you're asking for. Also, he says, in your daily walk, when you are perhaps even driving down the street and you feel like all of a sudden there's this feeling you're depressed, you have pain somewhere, where did it come from? He says, if you will say to yourself, through me, not to me, that means that you're reminding yourself that healing is to come through you. You are not to take on whatever it is that needs to be healed. Through me, not to me. And remember to cut at the end of the day, get rid of all those connections that are not healthy for you. And he says, so much love to you. And that is all.
That's beautiful. Um, Rossi's Den is here, and she said she'd love a reading if you have time.
I have to come back a little bit. You can go first, George, if you want.
The only thing I wanted to mention was the third mantra. Um, it is used by runners of the Tibetan faith, and it's a Langampa mantra. Through meditation, these runners have the ability to run 100 to 300 miles nonstop, a couple of days at a time, if not longer, depending. They're in trance, basically. It's a training that can be cut down to helping those that are dealing from this side of the world with PTSD, asthma, stuff like that. It's strengthening your lung capacity and breath capacity, whether you're a runner or not a runner, or whether you're into exercise or not exercise. This is a way to do exercise without exercising. And that is to focus on the running within your head. That's one way to do it. But Terry is familiar with this mantra. It goes Om Ti Jati, lung, like your lungs, but like a Langampa. Langampa, 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 times 9 to the 1080 power. Notice the ringing in your head. Notice the strength that you may have increased just by chanting that mantra 3 to 6 times. Om Ti Jati, Langampa, 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 Langampa. So anytime you're feeling low on energy, or you want to increase your breathing rate, not increase the breathing rate, but to decrease your breathing rate and breathe deeper and healthier, Langampa, 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 Langampa. This is also a charge up. It's almost like the mantra Prana Shakti Chi. Langampa also charges you up and gives you stamina. So if you're dealing with low energies when you wake up in the morning, try 3, 6 Langampas. You're feeling low after you leave a self-day at work, Langampa, Langampa, Langampa.
I'm always on a little bit of a cloud after I leave you guys.
I love that one. I hadn't heard that one, George. I love it.
It is beautiful.
So, Rossi. So connect with me, Rossi.
Say again.
Oh, she's connecting to Rossi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's feeling like you're kind of tired, almost feeling like there's pressure on your chest. Just tired. Okay, nose is running again. Sorry about that. So just come present as who you are. I am spiritual being of light, child of God, and just breathe. And feel the ray that you are. Become aware of the chakra above your head, your Christ Buddha, I am consciousness chakra. Become aware of the chakra beneath your feet in the earth, where your essence is grounded and seated into the planet. And now breathe and feel that flow back and forth between where you're sourced, where you're grounded. Connect with the high self, the I am self, and breathe, bring it down, connecting with the human awakening divine self. Feel that flow back and forth. And now breathing, feel the presence of who you are in human form. It's gold white light. Feel it expanding out, filling up your entire energy field, and breathing still. Recognize the outermost surface of your energy field has coalesced to form a beautiful golden white mirror of your own divine presence. And breathe and feel all that heaviness inside of you just be eased away. You could even feel it falling away from you and being absorbed into the earth. But just breathe and stay that way. There you go. A little bit more. Breathe. Let it go. So, what I'm seeing is that you are incorporating your divine self with your human self to a degree that you're not really totally aware of yet. And that you can tell when your ego self is there and when your divine self is there, because the ego self will have fear and doubt and anger, maybe fear. It's all a form of fear. That's what the ego does. And not to be, I mean, that's what it's there for. And for us to remember who we are and awaken divine self is able to replace those feelings of heaviness and fear, blame and shame, whatever is there, with love. And so from that place that feels heavy, just breathe and extend love all way out into there, all way out into your energy field. Good job. You can remind yourself of that at any time. You can say presence of Christ, Buddha, or you can say I am, and just breathe and feel yourself present and whole and totally protected and surrounded as Christ, Buddha, light consciousness. And that's all.
It's beautiful.
Gam Gam Pa.
I'm going to do that too, George. Thank you.
That's
You can run,
beautiful.
you don't have to run. It's one of those conundrums. The good
right?
one. Yeah.
Oh, well, we've got one more angel. Um, and Bella, we'll get to you next time, dear. Um, was here, and I don't want to not take care of Angel. There we go. She just wants to know if there's any messages from her guides, if there's time. Sweet Angel Tarot.
First thing I want to ask you is, what color? Your favorite
Angel?
color?
Angel, are you still here, dear? Let me see. Not sure. Angel? She might be.
Well, I'm seeing, and this is strange because for a colorblind person, we're probably not all seeing the same green as I'm seeing. I'm a fan of holy green, which is the greenest green you can think of.
Oh,
So,
she just said green.
yeah, yeah. It's the only chakra in the human body that has one color, green, super holy green. Most chakras have two colors, one low frequency and one high frequency. But the heart chakra is green, green, super holy green. And that is, if you use it correctly, it can become an elixir for any disease that your body may be dealing with. To bring your focus on your own holy green that your body creates with the assistance of the atmosphere and the universe as your foundation. It's a matter of Omtijati, holy green. Notice what happens when you say that to your body or your hands. Talk to your hands for a moment. Omtijati, holy green. What's happening when you say that? Hands vibrating with the sound of your voice. That power can be projected to others. And you don't have to be there in person. You can just let it go, let it flow. See it project to a loved one, to a child that may be hurting that's in your family, or a friend's child that may be hurting. Om Tijati, holy green. So share it, give it to somebody that needs the healing. Even yourself, you are worthy of holy green light.
Beautiful.
Well, and I would like to say that we all have councils. There are councils of teachers and angels who work with specific rays, although they all can work. I mean, they have the full spectrum, each council, but one specific ray that they're focusing on. Example, violet ray is at this time, um, it is ruled, I don't like the word you ruled. Saint Germain is in charge of violet ray energy onto the planet and within each one of us at this time. And violet ray is about manifestation and manifestation according to spiritual law. And he wants to tell you that you are someone who has been a student in many lifetimes, that he is very happy that you are once again on the planet because you are a true gift. And he just says to trust in yourself as a manifester of spiritual healing and abundance. And he says that if you choose, you could can talk to him. He says that you already are, that you do talk to him. That's all.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, thank you everyone for being here. Do you have any parting words today? I've kept you over the hour.
Run, grandpa.
Yay, guys.
Run, grandpa. Run.
Be happy.
Be happy. Run,
I
grandpa.
love that.
Happiness. Run, grandpa. Nanda. Run, grandpa. Nanda. Run, grandpa. Nanda. Run and be happy.
I love it.
And not
That's
have to
amazing.
run. We're being happy and we're not having to run.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. BC, anything?
Oh, just go out there and be happy.
That's
That's
it,
what
isn't
we're
it?
really here for. And, it's one way that we can really help the children in the world is carrying that sense of inner happiness like a child.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Be happy.
Don't
Beautiful.
worry, be happy. Don't worry, be psychic.
Yes.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. Namaste. My light sees your light. And is so happy about it. So
Love to you all.
bye-bye.